Nope. So I saw Jordan's Peele horror film based on aliens and all that, right? And again, right, like I told you, right, it was as expected, right? Most movies are, I know. Now, either you make E.T. or you make something like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, or you make what? Right? The alien's bad, right? You know, there's your choices, right? So when you go see the movie, you got to figure out by even the trailers what kind of movie it is. I mean, now, there are some weird plot twists in it, right? Some of it don't quite, even fit with the movie, but again, no. It's just kind of weird, right? That, there's weirdness in it, right? Though it's about weird things, right? So, like I said, if you sometimes your hair might stand on end, you know what I mean, right? During the film, right? So, good job, everybody, right? Right. I thought it was pretty cool. Now, next week is Super Pets, and then I'm debating what I can see this week, right? I know, or next week, right? I still can't see Black Fold yet, not in personal, but it's a little touchy for some of the things I'm dealing with. Like I said, I know it's not personal, but right, I don't even know how I can go on $5 Tuesday and see it right now, right? And there's another one, Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. Whatever. Go ahead, have fun. Okay. Don't know what that one means either, but so and then there's another indie filly, and I forgot what that was called. Something with an SH again, right? Right. So anyway, everything went smoothly. I went yesterday I had Red Lobster, had the surf and turf, right? With mashed potatoes and um broccoli. Broccoli. Anyway. BuzzFeed. I don't know why. I don't know why. She swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. And that can happen too, I guess. hmm So, I was greeted unusually. Now it's nothing personal, but usually you don't have someone greet you. Sometimes it's no big deal. But this young lady, when I was looking at the times for the movies, right, kind of was there 1 minute, right, and told me I could go to the kiosk or to the what should I call it, the you know what's it called? The mailman's here. The mailman's here. Heard it through the door. I heard it through the door. Now I heard it through the door. And but see, right. It's comes at it's 3:04 today, so no, it don't come like clockwork. But I am. And I said, okay, thanks. I want to get something from the concession, right? And went home, right? Now she was kind of cute, but I don't know her age. So I just, did what you're supposed to do, right? She's an employee, right? Now, like I said, getting your nails done though is different than going to a movie or whatever, right? That's a little more intimate, right? But like I said, what are you doing? Why you lose an hour of time, right? What happened, right? I have a right to ask too, right? What the girl think I meant her when I was talking about all this, right? And why? And why? Why did she think I meant her? Is someone reverse stalking me too? Meaning, are they going in there, starting an argument with her to where she did something stupid with me and I were stuck in the situation and I've been banned from the store and all that, and that's never happened to me once in my life. Only his store was I banned from. So what did she do? And don't pretend you don't know when I know you do, right? Now I'm losing the signals from the satellite. But that's the whole point. You can't know everything. Nobody does, I know. And you're not in your country, you're in America. Once you come to America, you get freedoms, but you also have to play by the rules like everybody else. Or you're breaking them, right? And see, that's the problem. Some people come here with old baggage and they bring it with them, right? Instead of leaving it at the door sometimes, right? Sometimes you just gotta leave old baggage at the door, but at the same time, right? Depending on what it is. And now, like I said, I don't mind any woman working in a nail salon. That's not the problem, right? But mainly they're ran by Vietnamese, right? And it seems to be the only job the women can do, right? Or again, like in a Chinese restaurant, you normally, even in America, mainly have Asian women doing it, right? Well, they gotta get over here somehow, and usually that's either a work visa or a marriage visa, right? And each one means something different for the woman, right? And see, that's the point too, right? Right. Some people just don't respect what they're doing, and how things are different here in America too. You can't practice things, right? Brides of Dracula on Spinguli tonight. I like that sometimes, right? Old classic with Richard Kaz, right? Or Rich Kaz, right? Mm-hmm. Which is on MeTV tonight. Batman is. They took Spin Tooney off. They had some kind of spin off, right? And now Batman is on twice a night with the Joker, Trunks, and Ace, right? Batman sets the pace. These are season 1, episode 25 and 26. Star Trek Space Speed, right? Then Cold Check the Night Stalker, the Nightly Murders, right? This is season 1, episode 18, right? Lost in Space Coast. So, gotta change it somehow. All that glitters is gold. It's gold. From 1 to 2. Mm-hmm. And if it's quiet on the set, it's still quiet on the set, right? It's coincidence. See. We all know about the UFO phenomenon, Jordan, right? Anyone who watches Ancient Aliens has heard of this. Right. And we all got to deal with it somehow, right? Now, yeah, it's kind of weird, blurry photos and don't quite make sense. And they're declassifying it, but still acting weird about it, right? Well, like I said, whatever it is, you can see it. shining and flying around, right? Well, what? What? You don't know everything, right? Well, then maybe if she was 15, like I said, she felt she had to lie. And because I asked people's age if I'm not sure, right? And see, she don't get to lie then, right? I told you why. We discussed it, didn't we? Now, you did something wrong about it, not me, not you. And she feared you more than me, at least at first. What about the second or third time? I don't know. An hour's an hour, right? Like I said, and asking you a question, well, what we do go somewhere else then, right? Because see, if you lose an hour and you're around a person, right, and you know you're around that person, that don't suddenly change, right? Whatever you're doing, you were there for that reason, right? That I remember perfectly. I told you why too. That's the reason I came in. There's nothing wrong with that. But if something wrong did happen, right? See, your final judgment ain't mine, ain't none, nor is it God's, right? I keep telling you that too. You're not God. No man is. No man is. Now I can call on God even if you think I'm doing something wrong, and God will judge it righteously, not self-righteously. And sometimes there's a difference. Circle Forest of Zemo. Satellite images capture an expanse and perfectly circular forest situated in the center of New Jersey coastal towns. Experts investigate. A World War II munitions facility linked to one of the largest non-nuclear explosions in history. Okay. Now, what this show does is it talks about even the lost city of Goliath, right? A lost city near Jerusalem might have been the home of Goliath from the Bible. Bizarre underwater formations might point to a top secret U.S. weapons testing facility. A strange sighting in the Arctic could be a lost Nazi relic. Phantoms in the Chamber of Secrets, huh? The Minotaur's lair. And that had to do with a city where they found a labyrinth, right? I know. And the island was near Greece, right? And it had to do with the Minoans who worshiped the Minotaur, right? Half bull, half man, right? Well, like he said, don't lay before them, right? Right. Well, that one's 3 hours too. I'll record it, right? The Osborns want to believe. Ghost Brothers, lights out. Blast, blast, blast. Remember that one? I forgot who was like that. But just popped into my head. Great balls of fire. Right. Gets me baby. Oh, feels good. Dead and forgotten. Right. Kind of a weird title. Death sentence. Because I'm seeing the phone tonight, right? I know. See, I'm home, right? I'm back at the house apartment I live in, right? You know, same with everybody, right? Who lives in America, right? Alright. So I was watching videos this morning, pretty much. Had Taco Bell for lunch. Right. I got me the new beefy burrito and regular taco with, the Supreme Taco and a Pepsi, right? Yo quiero Taco Bell. Even if it is fluffy, I'm fluffy too, right? But not as fluffy as fluffy, but that's okay. We're all in different sizes, right? Nothing wrong with fluffy, right? Nothing wrong with me either, right? We all have to deal with things in our lives, right? I had to deal with a wreck in Three-Story Falls. You can't undo that if it has to do with you or not, or other people, right? It should have to do with people in the Navy. That's the problem, right? If it does, and it happened 2 weeks after I moved back to base, after getting legally separated from my wife, because she did something unexpected when I went to go meet her parents, right? She turned crazy on me over having to get back by Monday and driving fast through the mountains, right? For that reason, right? See, I don't know where her mind was at, and she didn't ask me where mine was at to even drive fast through the mountains, but that was called a communication breakdown, right? And then when we got back home from being stranded in Tennessee, right, that kind of escalated things, right? Where I just slept on the couch and thought I needed to move back to base to make sure right, everything was okay. Now, see, Daphne also could have invited me back. She didn't. She didn't. What does that tell you? It was already over. It was already over. Seems like, what did she want her daughter from her mother? Yeah. I wasn't that thick. And if she wants her daughter, whether she comes in there or not, only legal stuff. Nothing illegal. Nothing illegal. You don't get between our mama and the cub. Whether it's a lion club or a bear club or. I know better. I know better. Even if she let her come in there, it don't matter. It don't matter, man. You just don't do that. Well, all I can do is confess. If you won't believe me and I say I didn't do it, that way. I'm just meaning by proximity, right? You could have done something like that, but you didn't, right? Because you've been around it growing up too, huh? Right? It can happen to you. It could happen to me. It could happen to anyone eventually, right? But it's not supposed to, right? Something taught us to do these kind of things to children. It's wrong. It's wrong. The child don't know what you want to do with it yet. Yeah. It's called innocency, right? And you were once innocent yourself. So part of what doing unto others means is this, right? If you didn't like it when it was done to you, don't do it to someone else either, right? Even if you did. Let's say you did like it, right? You can't always do everything you like or don't like without first making sure what really you're doing. It's okay. It's okay. If it's not okay, right? It's not okay for a reason, right? Usually too, right? But we all figure it out, right? Right? You're complaining about my disabilities, and they're plural. Got a little bit of eye problems, a little bit of uneven hairness, right? And that seems to bother you, right? So you making me discuss it with you, right? See, what it means is what? One side's higher, my hair is sweaty now. Why? Because I've been at the movie theater, right? Right. The hair is fine as far as simplicity is concerned, right? It's growing out normally, no bald spots and no balding spots. Now, do I say this to mess with people who are balding? No. Just as you cannot control my hair, I can't control yours. Now, if anything can, it's the maker, right? Not you, not you. But you gotta say the maker can do it, not me, not you. Mom or whoever, right? Sister or whoever, stepbrother or whoever, right? Now, who am I around? Stepbrother, right? But stepbrother is supposed to be dropped off somewhere. So whatever happened between turning down the road to drop stepbrother off and waking up in the hospital 4 hours later or so. Including them working on me in the ER. First you go into the ER, right? Then you are put in an ICU urology room, right? And then, right, and pray for my Uncle Marcel, not the shell, not the snail, right? I know. Not that you know I'm Marcel, right? Or not. I do, trust me, don't worry about it. I'm real. But see, I know the stars as, again, what? They appear. Kiki, or anyone in the movie, right? Of course, I'm a guy. I don't like Kiki, or even Halsey, right? I can't do that, right? Pretty girl, don't know her, pray for her, hope she's well, right? Same with J-Lo, same with any star. I have no chance, even in my mind, right? No matter what or who I'm around, right? The female has the power in my mind, right? Even if she says she don't, she does, she does. And another problem is too many men might want a girl, right? Or too many girls might want a man, right? And he don't know who wants him, right? But see, you can't tell if that's a G-string or what under her pants, right? But you can see some of her butt crack in. Okay. But see, it's a sexy woman walking from behind, right? I'm trying to teach you that's normal for a man, right? To be attracted to a female. Christ don't want you crazy. So why does he say not to lust after a woman in your heart? Well, lust and attraction to the opposite sex are not what he means. If you take that law and misapply it, okay, lust and attraction are two different things. He's not saying, oh, you can't be attracted to a female, crazy. You're a male. He put two main genders on the planet, male and female. They came from one being, right, whom the woman was in and was taken out of. Or you're not hearing the story, I know. And she wasn't just partially taken out of him, but fully in him to be taken out of him. He removed parts of him, right? Bone and flesh, right? And it was from the side, right? Rib means side, and it's a bone, right? The word is kind of associated with the side of the male, right? And he says, she is bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh, right? Okay, two parts, okay, is bone, and the other part is flesh, right? So more flesh was in Adam, right? That was taken out of him, read Malachi, to understand, right? Well, one chapter talks about marriage, right? I know. And how he espoused us to one wife, but we don't know who the one is, right? That's another problem. After the fall, we gotta see. You gotta seek your wife or husband, right? And other women like Delilah, or the harlots, or the can come in and try to steal you from her. And, just telling you got the money right now. That's what I try to do. I ain't got the money right now, honey. Right? I ain't gonna pay you to, do this, that, or the other. Right? That ain't what I'm looking for anyway. Nothing personal. Nothing personal. Right, you're right. So, okay. Go and check the mail and have a good afternoon.